Hi, I'm Lauren and welcome to another shifting video. In this video, I will be talking about the Jullia Method and my experience with it and if I like it or not. I'm wearing pink because it gives me pink vibes, the Jullia Method. So let's get into it. So the Jullia Method is one of the most popular methods out there. It was popular back in 2020, being second to the Raven Method. It can be used as a sleep or awake method, and it's said that it's really good for beginner reality shifters. It uses affirmations, counting, visualization, and the 5 senses. Now I'm going to be doing a step-by-step to the Jullia Method. I'm going to put it here. So the first one, like in literally every single fucking reality shifting method, you gotta get into a comfortable position. And I know you've probably heard that a lot, okay? But yeah. So for this, you just lay down in your bed or on a chair or wherever the fuck you want. Doesn't matter. And you just get comfortable and into a sleepy, fatigued state. And for me, meditation helps with this, but for me, what I've been doing really recently is doing breath work. I've been doing the Wim Hof breathing method. I love it so much. It's like the beginner one. It's so good. Every time I use it, I get so sleepy, which is perfect because it's usually hard for me to fall asleep, but not anymore. Also, since the Jullia Method can be used as an asleep or awake method, which literally all methods can be used as both. Anyways, I like to figure out if I'm gonna be using a sleep method or using it as an awake method because I can kind of gauge how sleepy I'm gonna get, kind of thing. Yeah. The next step is optional. You can put on a subliminal or a guided meditation to the Jullia Method. There's some out there. Or you can even put on music that reminds you of your DR, or you can put on ocean sounds, like literally anything. Or you don't need anything at all either. Like, it's totally fine. I know some people use white noise too. Just something to listen to, kind of, if you want. By the way, just a little side note. You don't have to stress if you're doing it right or if you're following the method correctly because you really can't mess it up. There's no right or wrong in reality shifting. You do you. The next step is saying I am affirmations, either in your head or out loud. It doesn't matter, whatever you want. And an I am affirmation is basically I am shifting realities, or I am in my DR. And for me personally, I prefer present tense affirmations because it kind of almost tricks the mind a bit and you manifest it in a way because you feel like you're there because you're like, oh my god, I'm there, what? Anyways, you can use future or past tense affirmations if you want, but I would suggest present affirmations. It's a whole thing with manifesting. And the next step is count to 100 while saying identifying affirmations. So an identifying affirmation is basically what you put in your basic information in your script. And if you need help with scripting or if you have no fucking clue what I'm talking about, I have a video. No, it's not there. It's gonna be here. That is literally everything you need to know about scripting. So, yeah. But it's basically saying I am Lauren Reynolds. That's your name in your desired reality. What's your age in your desired reality? Where do you live in your desired reality? Basic shit like that. Except you say it in present tense. I am living in Tokyo. I don't know where you live in your DR, but yeah. So while you're counting to 100, you say those affirmations. So you can either do an affirmation 1, I am Lauren. Or you can do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, I am Lauren. You can do whatever you want. You don't have to say it after every number. You can say it after every 10 or every 5. Literally whatever you want. And the last step is visualize your DR and use your 5 senses. So for this one, you might be in a state very similar to sleep, like you might be in the void state or whatever, because it's the last step. But for this one, basically visualize your DR. Where are you waking up? Where do you live? What does your house look like? What does your school look like? What do you look like? What does it look like where you wake up around you? And also incorporate your 5 senses. Like, what are you laying on? A bed? Feel it on your back. Or like feel the blanket, touch your skin. What are you wearing? Are you wearing pajamas? Or like, what do you smell? I don't know why I pointed to my ears. What do you smell? Do you smell your parents making you breakfast? Like, I can just like smell like bacon. I don't know why. Or what do you hear? Do you hear your cover character telling you to wake up, wake up? You know, like, just like cool shit like that. Using your 5 senses, for me, it's lit as fuck. I love using 5 senses. So then after you've done all the steps, you can either continue that last step until you fall asleep, if you're doing it in a sleep method. If you're doing an awake method, you can continue the last step until you shift, or you are shifting, or you go to your DR. Or you can just fucking do your own thing. Because ultimately, it's you. You don't have to follow the method like it's okay. Now, this is my rating of the Jullia Method. When I first used it back in like 2022, I rated it like a 9 or something because it has shit that I like visualization, the 5 senses, identifying affirmations. That shit works for me personally, but it might not work for you, and that's okay. And the Jullia Method just reminds me of like when I first discovered shifting back in 2022, and like I love that vibe. But yeah. Alright, let me know what other methods you want me to make a video about, like the Raven method. And I'm actually planning on doing a guided meditation to the Jullia Method, so if you like the Jullia Method, stick around for that. And remember that you do not need a method. You can just do your own thing. Or like do 2 methods in one. Or like fucking just take shit from one method and like mix them up with another. Or you can literally do anything. But for me, methods have just really helped me discover what actually does work for me and like almost enhance my shifting skill in a way. Like now I know that I don't really like counting, so like the Raven method, meh. But like I'm glad I tried it because now I know that counting doesn't really work for me. But what works for me and doesn't work for me might work for you or not work for you, you know? So you just gotta really explore what helps you shift or what helps you get into the void state, whatever. And I find that methods really, really help me with that. So I'd recommend just trying out methods just for fun and just like practicing shifting. Alright, my love. I have a lot of stuff in the description, so check it out if you want more Jullia Method stuff, if you want more shifting stuff, and if you want to follow me on other of my social medias. And I also have a shifting group chat. So if you want to be added to that, just add me on Discord. It's in the description. Alright, my love. Thank you so much for watching. I truly appreciate it. And I love you. Happy shifting. Mwah.